Here we go. Welcome back to Conquest Gaming. Um, we're still having issues with Ragnarok, so we're just gonna bide our time and just build some random stuff over here on Svartalheim. So, I think this will be good. And we are going to build on pillars, just because I find it easier. It uses less than doing foundations. The only downside to using pillars and ceilings is you don't get the random angles. Everything has to be square and uniform. But there are other ways around that also. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. We are, of course, going to be doing medieval because, well, that is one of my favorites. Starting off is always kind of, iffy. It's what do you start with? How do you start? It's we're just gonna throw some random pieces in here and see how it goes. Oops. We can piece stuff in later. But right here we want to go like that. This fog is really annoying. This map has a lot of it. Yeah, Mr. Scorpion. Goodbye. Alright, so there's that. Now, I know I just skinned this with the castle, but I actually want to use the dungeon. Hello, and welcome to the stream. As I said just a minute ago, Ragnarok is still broken. So we are just going to build some random stuff here. Let's get the dungeon out. Let's do that. And the reason why I left those blank is because we are going to do something different with these. We can do those. Now what I want to do is get our, not adobe, I don't want adobe, I want that. That is not the right one. That's what I want. Okay. Go there, there. Okay. Okay, do that. And then there. Actually, no, you can't do that. It would look odd with these. But once we have the wall up, then we'll throw these down. Village. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Not 100% sure how much we want to build here. It's a good thing I have the adobe because it makes it look like dirt underneath. Okay, welcome to the stream. We're just building some random stuff here. Actually, it's not random. I've got a plan on how I want to do it. Okay, let's get our rails again. Set these there. Switch to our quarter wall. Get our village skin out. So I did a poll on my community post and asked everybody whether they wanted large builds or a series of small builds that make up a large build. Well, so far the large build is winning, but we do have a vote for small build, series of small builds. So I think this one, we're going to do a series of small builds out here. And then up there, we'll do our big castle build. Let's go ahead and get our rails again. There, 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 there. Village. And we are using Aaron Longstaff's Castlecraft structures. We'll throw a window back here. We are trying to cut down on building blocks, so no, I don't want that. We are not on a server, so it's we do have a build limit. So we're going to go ahead and change all these. Nothing underneath this base foundation is going to be seen. So it doesn't matter if it hangs down. Let's see. We'll do, no. Okay. We'll just do a nice little small build here. Keep putting stuff in the wrong direction. I don't think that's going to work, so we'll just, we do want it at least 1.5 high. And that's just so our porch works in the correct way. And I put a solid wall there instead of a door, like a doofus. How you gonna get in, smart guy? There we go. And then do that. Get our village skin out. Okay, and then let's see. Maybe we'll make an attic up here. I don't know. Usually when I build, it's just kind of on the fly. There we go, nice little building. I do want to put the dormer in there. I do want to do that. I have found a game that was on sale, and I purchased it, and I will probably be doing a playthrough of it soon. But I'm not going to say what it is until it's out, so just keep an eye out. Okay, now we gotta flip all those. Do it on this side too. There we go, our first little house. I do want to change that to the cap. There, and there. All right. So there's our first house. Now over here, you know what? We're going to put another one. So we need our and then we need that. Okay. And then get our Adobe. And our regular walls here, or ceilings. Don't know why I said walls. Do the dungeon. And then the castle. Even though these really don't need to be skinned, but we're going to skin them anyways. Do that. Nope, wrong one. Okay, now let's skin that. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, and then we switch those. We forgot one. Okay, there we go. Castle craft. I guess it's all castle craft. This is just castle instead of villager. Okay, let's get our walls. Okay. These are our foundation. Village. Okay. And we'll set it up exactly the same as the other one. Okay. There we go. Get our village skins here.